Hello, I am Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your geographical location and time zone. We are here again. We are going to talk about Onitsha, part 3, the Onitsha city immediate resonance. Let the journey begin now. How to make Onitsha better. How to make Onitsha to rise. A planning that can start to have effect from 6 months. Not less than 6 months and 1 year, 1 year and a half. The immediate impact of changing Onitsha. We are going to talk about in this part 3, we have talked about in part 2, part 1, part 2. Now we are going to discuss in part 3 of this series. And we're going to go straight to it. For those that are not familiar with Onitsha, Onitsha is in Nigeria, in Anambra State, eastern Nigeria, a city known for industrial and commercial businesses. A city of over 10 million people that sit in the bank of the river, the great river Niger. A city that has produced a lot of Nigerian billionaires and entrepreneurs. A city that the West Africa will be proud of because it tends to have one of the biggest open markets in West Africa. Now we are talking about how to make this city immediately to start to take its place, start to be a 21st century city, how to change things in this great city, how to make things how to transform the city, not by just talking, but doing something that is deliberate, that in 6 months we start to see the efforts, start to see the action, start to see the improvement, great improvement. So we are going to talk about establishment of parks and wooded lands. Park. What I mean park is not like motor parks or something. We are talking about area reserved for like people goes to hike, people go to walk. Like here now, you can see I'm just walking in the park. I'm just in this great park. I am just in this park. And you can see how this park is. It's full of trees. There side of it, there's animals. There are roads, good infrastructure. There are restaurants inside this park. There are relaxing area. There are ponds, swimming pools where you can go and have a wonderful experience. This is called Richmond Park here. This is called Richmond Park, the great Richmond Park. So the establishment of parks will do magic, a lot of good to this great city of Onitsha. It will do a great thing. Let's just look at the type of animals you can see in this park. Let's just look. Because remember, we are talking about making Onitsha, bringing Onitsha to be like a 21st century city. You can see this is Richmond Park. You can see this is Richmond Park National Nature Reserve. Richmond Park National Nature Reserve. I think you can see that. There are a lot of ancient trees. You can see there are a lot of animals. Let me zoom it for you to see. I don't know if it's a little bit dark. The weather have changed again. We are in spring. So you can see lots of different birds, lots little owls, deers, rabbits, So many of them. You can see so many of these animals. You can see duck, tufted duck, gray herons. You can see them, black-tailed skimmer, stage beetle, cardinal click beetles, early mining bees, acid glasslands. So many things in this place. You can see the signs they put there. You can see this is what Onitsha need. If it is not as big as this, even if it's not as big as this Richmond Park, but a deliberate park, little parks that can have something like in 2 layouts, you have 1 at least in Onitsha. So meaning that some land has to be acquired to produce this area, that people will have a look, people will go and enjoy themselves, people will go and have a family get together, a family time, a quiet place where they can have a lot of things. They can see the nature, they can enjoy the city, after having a lot of busy schedules and all those things, so that the city will be attracting foreigners, attracting other people. So that's what they need to be doing. So they need to get the city furnished with parks. Some of these parks can be small, like a park that can have like 4 plots of land. Some can be 10 plots, some can be 20 plots of land. Some can be also little mini parks that can be only 1 plot of land. They can just transform the place and make it like a green space and a lot of things. So this is what you are seeing here. You can see loads of I can show you loads of cars, people, thousands of people come here all the time. You see, you see where they park their cars. You see, people park their cars here. You can see loads of trees. Some of these trees are 100 years old, some of them 50, 20, 30 years, some of this. So that's what they need to get to have in Onitsha. I would have, because of time permitting, I would have gone inside more to show you more of this. This is what they need to do. I know that Soludo live in London also, that he knows about these things. But what we are now discussing is the immediate, how to do this thing as soon as possible, not to, talking I will, not political talks, but serious talks that can benefit the people. When we have green spaces, even in upperiweka, those places that are littered with rubbish, make it more green, make it like a park, a green park. You can make along that upperiweka green parks, serious this thing, and plant a lot of trees. People can go in there and you can build something like a tower there. People can climb the tower and look around and see the beauty of upperiweka and take photographs. So there is like a ticket in there. People pay a little token, people pay money to go into the tower, like something like 2 or 3 towers. People go in there, a tower that can be like 20-story high or 30-story high. So from there they can take pictures, photography or videos of the city. They can see many places in the city. They can see around that place. They can enjoy the beauty of the city, and at the same time getting somebody employed there, and the government will be making money from there as well, and they will be creating employment opportunity, and at the same time government will be having money, something like between 500 to 1,000 paid to go there and spend that place and take pictures and have a view of the whole surrounding of Onitsha. Take photographs of Onitsha, and tourists will be coming. So you build something like a tower there that is up to 20 or 30-story high or 40-story high. So people can go in there and have different places to see how Onitsha, even in that tower, can also create like a aquarium where people look at the fishes or look at lots of other things. They can see and they can take pictures, they can actually see a lot of things from there. So these are how you get the city up and running. So we are just showing you what a park, although this one is a massive park. This is a massive park because this is as huge as this is huge. You know, you can be, you know, driving hours in this one. It's huge. But I'm talking about a start with the little. We can start somewhere. So now another thing we are going to discuss is about security. People always talk about security as if it's rocket science. To get Onitsha secure is not difficult. What you need to get Onitsha secure is basically to make sure the whole city is light up. The city in dark harbor criminals because the criminals like to operate in the dark. So meaning that you need to light up Onitsha for it to be secure. You need to light up Onitsha. And to light up Onitsha is not difficult because by deliberate asking or making a provision within 6 months that each house must put 2 solar street lights in front of their house. And the street has to have street lighting everywhere in Onitsha. So in the night, the city will be a city of sunshine. So everywhere, there's no dark place. So, and in the night, they have to go around and look at those dark areas and put solar lights there. So by lighting everywhere is not in dark, all the street corners, what they now need to do also to clear up the slums, make sure that people are not sleeping rough. People are not sleeping in those so-called motor parks, they motor parks, they need to do away with it. Nobody's sleeping there. So people are not sleeping on the streets. So, and CCTV camera. So every street will be covered with CCTV camera. It will be a deliberate project that every street and the houses will be encouraged also to put in CCTV cameras. So by so doing, it will help to curtail the activities of the criminals. It will help to curtail the activities. And so it will make Onitsha to be secure. So on that issue of security, we also going to talk about employing Onitsha Metro need at least 5,000 security personnel with a lot of gadgets. But employing 1,000 or 2,000 for Onitsha as Onitsha special security constable, vigilantes, highly equipped and with insurance and every other motivation, we do a lot of magic in securing Onitsha. So because as Onitsha is growing, Onitsha will be attracting a lot of bad guys also. So what happened is that there will be also a dedicated telephone lines and walking talkings to also report unscrupulous activities. So that's what they need to do, and also modernizing the police force in Onitsha so that it will not be like the Nigerian police force that is not motivated, that is just staying in the street, taking bribes from the motorists and from the people. So everything has to be in line, and Onitsha must have Onitsha Metropolitan Security Apparatus. You know, it will have a response time of 5 to 10 minutes. So on call out, they have to respond within 5 to 10 minutes. So they will be working with the fire service. They will all be joined together as a security response group, emergency security response group. So this should be encouraged. You know, you can see here there's a lot of street lights everywhere. There's street lights, no dark corners in this place. So it's easily to see who is walking. It's easily to spot out people. So it will also help the CCTV cameras to work. And remember, CCTV cameras must have control rooms, the control rooms everywhere. And you also will have undercover security personnel that are working in key flash areas that will be pinpointing and showing, looking at some people that are with bad intentions and spotting them earlier. And there will be also money for information, like if you had information about any criminal activity, that if you report it, you'll be rewarded with this, you'll be rewarded this. That's cash for honor, for information. So these things should be encouraged. So within 6 months and 1 year, you see a complete change in Onitsha, the city, the great city in Nigeria. So that's what we are discussing about. I am Kodili-nye. Remember to subscribe, remember to share this, remember to comment, join in this conversation, remember to share. So we are talking about the city of Onitsha, the immediate resonance. Let the journey begins now. Let the journey begins now. So not tomorrow, but all these things we are talking is with a timeline. So Soludo, as a governor, can deliver this if he wants to. He can deliver that because he has everything he needed to deliver this. And because he has everything he needed, the people are there. The strength is the people. The strength is the people. So he has everything he needed if he wants to. So there is no need of saying, oh, this, how can this thing be accomplished? It can be accomplished because the people are there. And because the people are there, it's quite easy to do all these things we are talking about. So we don't need to talk so much on this part 3, but I think you have heard what we are discussing. We talked about park, to get the parks, to set up parks, many parks, mini parks, large parks. So those parks also they are revenue earning for the government. The government make money from this. The government get money and employment also. So these are something that need to be encouraged. So that's what we are talking about. So it can be done. It can be done. Our homeland deserves better. Onitsha must rise again. Onitsha must rise and take its place in the Committee of Nations, of cities. So Onitsha must rise. We must get Onitsha moving forward, not backwards. And for this to happen, there must be a deliberate action with a timeline. Not something of political talk, but something that is determined. So that's why we are asking the government of Anambra State, at the moment, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, to see to these things. And as we are talking about, we discussed about before, these things can only come when he also have aids, assistance, people that also think about how to get Onitsha moving, running Onitsha. That's why if we can do the part 4 of this series, we will talk about this also. But at the moment, thank you for joining us. Thank you. We are talking about how to make Onitsha great, how to immediately change within 6 months the face of Onitsha. So thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe, remember to like, remember to join this thing we are discussing, and remember to share it to your friends. Thank you. I am Kodili-nye. the son of wonderful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.